All right. Hi, everyone. For those of you who've never taken my class before, I'm Abbey Daw, and I'm teaching core today. And I'm going to throw in some hips with the practice, since I believe that hips are part of the core, right? They're the outer peripheral core. So we'll be doing some hips and some core work today at 21st Yoga here in Salt Lake City, Utah. The props you'll need, it's always good to have a block, but if you don't have a block, then you could also find in your home. I put a block on order, so I've been using, until I get a stack of books or a pillow off my couch. That can usually help too with propping yourself up. But let's actually go ahead and begin. I'd like you to start in a comfortable cross-legged position on your mat. You can slide a block underneath you if you want to, or you can sit on a pillow. But let's just take a second to check in with ourselves and close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. So just take in slow breaths in through your nose and out through your nose, or even out through an open mouth. Taking this moment to just check in with our body while we start to activate our breath. The breath is the foundation of practice. So wherever you've been today, maybe a lot of you have spent a lot of time really just in your home, but you've been occupied by the thoughts in your mind, right? So let's bring your attention from your thoughts to move into your physical body so that you feel whole as an entire person, connected mind, body, soul. Start your Ujjayi breathing if you have not already. So let's create that breath sound, that Darth Vader-like breath, that whisper sound in your breath. When you draw the breath in using the muscles of your throat, you'll pull the breath up the back of your throat, kind of like you're taking in a slow gasp, but with your mouth closed. And then on the exhale, like you're fogging a window, but with your mouth closed. And let's take about 3 to 5 of these breaths at your own pace. And every time you take in a new breath, see if you can grow your spine just a little bit taller. And every time you exhale, hold that length in your spine and see if you can explore deeper, finding an intrinsic connection to your center. Activating your Uddiyana Bandha, this navel to spine lock. Once you have finished this round of breath that you're on, take one more round of breath. And at the end of this next exhalation, again, find that inner lock. It's like you're locking your navel towards your spine, snapping it towards your spine, then just slightly lift up through your abdomen. Feel that engagement. And this is what we want to find throughout our core class, the end of our exhales. So open your eyes from this place and just release that inner lock and just take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Before we get started in the movement, we're going to take a pranayama exercise, and I actually got this from my fellow colleague, Katie Shifkin, so thank you, Katie. We'll bring our hands to our shoulders like this. So not only will it help just fire up our center and prepare us for our core practice, but it will also create some more mobility in our spine and help just feel things just lighten up in the body. So as the elbows kind of lift up, peel your heart open, and on the inhale, you're going to move to the right, And on the exhale, you're going to move to the left. It's like you're moving around a cylinder. So I'll start and you can go ahead and follow. Shh, 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 shh. 15 more seconds. 8, 7, 4, and 1. Now let that go. Close your eyes one last time and take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale out. At this place, feel how you just feel now in your body versus how you felt moments ago before you started your practice. And really just take that in. Feel the ground again underneath you. Feel the sky full of opportunity above you. And open your eyes. Inhale, extend your arms up to the sky. So feel like instead of you reaching from the shoulders, lift through the lower waistline into the rib cage. Meet your palms together and exhale, connect them to your heart. Again, inhale, arms reach out and up. Find some new length. Exhale, bring your hands together to meet at your heart. One more time, just like that. Inhale, your arms sweep up to the sky. Bring your palms together and exhale, connect them back to meet at your heart. All right, if you're sitting on a block or a pillow, go ahead and just remove that. Put it to the side of your mat at this point. We'll use it later. Come forward and set up onto hands and knees. So place your hands so that they are shoulder distance and your knees are underneath your hips. And just uncurl your toes so that you're on the shoelace part of your feet. Spreading through the fingers, pressing down to the palms, swing your pelvis back. Inhale, lift your heart for cow. And exhale, round for cat. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, and scoop your belly towards your spine. Continue to take a few more rounds on your own. And I would suggest you just keep your eyes closed. And feel as though you're literally moving through water, because this will help you to slow things down and be really mindful on how you move through each and every posture. And continue to inspire these postures with your breath. And once you have completed this round of cat-cow, let's take a brief moment in child's posture. So just settle your hips back to meet your heels and rest your forehead down into the earth. If you feel like your shoulders are holding on to a little bit too much today, just reach your arms back behind you for embryo. Please just let your body be held by the ground. Feel the solid earth underneath you. Take a big breath into your back. So feel how the breath expands the spaces between your rib cage. Move the breath to move behind your heart up to the crown of your head. As you exhale, send your breath down as though the exhale comes from the front of your spine all the way into the pit of your belly. Find that interlock. Maybe you can sit a little deeper. Take 2 more big, ginormous breaths in and out in this posture. And as you exhale every time, see if you can let go of even more weight you're carrying today. Once you finalize this exhalation, once again, plug your navel towards your spine and move from this place of depth that you found. And inhale, come up to hands and knees. So just come back up onto all fours. Remember, child's posture can be a pose you can move to at any time in the practice. Tuck your toes and lift your knees up away from the mat for your very first downward facing dog. Now just take a moment to get acquainted with this posture. Some of you might have your natural movements. You may want to pedal out your feet.
You may want to try dipping into one hip and then the other, or like you're giving yourself this natural shoulder massage, moving into the shoulders. Nod your head, no, and then maybe yes. Take a couple moments here where you can turn on the upper musculature of your arms. Take a couple more breaths here into your downward facing dog. Take one more deep breath in. Send your sit bones up even further. Exhale your breath all the way down into your belly. Fire up your center by pulling the navel in and up. Gaze forward gently. Step to your forward fold. Feet meet your hands. Release your neck and your head. So lead from your center. Inhale, slide your hands up to your shins for this first one and find a nice flat spine. Ardha Uttanasana. So iron out your spine as much as you can. Send your sit bones back as the crown reaches energetically forward. And exhale, round and fold yourself back in. Pull your navel toward your spine with your feet rooted. As slow as you can, start to stand up to mountain. So just feel into the spine. So stacks one vertebra at a time. From this place, inhale, extend the arms up to the sky. Watch your hands meet together and exhale, connect them back to meet at your heart. All right, let's do that again. Inhale, your arms sweep out and up. Could you grow in half an inch to an inch taller? Maybe turn this into a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward. Reach the fingertips behind you, hugging the back body as the abdominals continue to pull your ribs in. Release your neck and your head last. Inhale, halfway. Your own version that feels good to your body. Sometimes a block is helpful. And exhale to refold yourself back in. Scoop out your belly. Hold on to that emptiness. Once again, come back up to standing mountain posture. Release that abdominal lock. Take a big inhale to fill up your belly, your ribs. As your fingertips reach up over your head, meet your palms together and exhale, connect back to your heart. All right, you guys, let's do one more half salute. Inhale, your arms reach up. Lift using the back body, the backs of your ribs. Exhale, swan dive forward, hinging at the hips. Soften through the knees as your heart leads the way. And at the end of your exhalation, use your abdominals to draw your torso in deeper towards your thighs. Release your neck and your head last. Inhale, mindfully come up halfway. Fire up right side and up left side of your spine. Pull the shoulders down away from your ears. And exhale, let's fold back in. Rise back up to standing. Root it through your feet. Inhale, reach up. High mountain posture. And exhale, connect your hands to your heart. All right, we're going to move on to A series. So follow along here. Inhale, your arms reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Lead with your heart as your shoulders slide down your back. At the end of your exhalation, see if you can fold in even deeper. Pull your navel in and up. Inhale, halfway lengthen monkey posture. Place your hands down to your mat. Either step back or jump into a high plank posture. Stay in this plank pose as you exhale. So your hips are level with your shoulders. A lot of times we won't realize it, but our hips will kind of droop down, right? And that compresses the lower back. So keep your hips level with the shoulders. Keep the crown of your head reaching forward and the heels reaching back. Press your hands even more into the earth. And just like we did in down dog, internally rotate through your upper arm bones. Take a deep breath in. Begin to bend your elbows. Exhale, lower your chest halfway for chaturanga. And then for this first one, come all the way down onto your belly. Rest your forehead down into the earth. So we're going to take Spider-Man Cobra. So you can gaze forward and just place your hands off of the mat in front a little bit and a little bit wider than your shoulders. Come up to the pads of your fingertips like you were Spider-Man, right? Gripping the wall. And then inhale, lift the chest and the forehead up off the mat.
As you exhale, you're going to drop your left shoulder and gaze off of your right. And then inhale, lift up so you can get up a little bit higher. And exhale, drop the opposite shoulder and look off of your left. Let's do that one more time on each side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop and gaze over the opposite shoulder. And one more time, inhale, lift up. And exhale, drop and gaze off the left. Inhale, come back up. Listen here. Exhale, lower the front of your spine back down, your forehead roots. Place your hands next to your mid-ribs. And inhale, come up to all fours, hands and knees. And exhale, let's return to our downward facing dog. So let's take about 5 breaths here into our down dog. If you feel like pedaling out your feet again, or maybe tiptoeing in and then walking the feet out a little wider, that might help you open up your hamstrings if they're feeling tight today. Zip up your center, send your tailbone towards the sky, and draw the crown of your head forward. Let's take about 2 more breaths here. Breathing in through the nose, either out through the nose or even out through your mouth. Take 1 more deep breath in. Exhale, send your breath all the way down the front of your spine, hollow out your belly. Take your gaze gently forward, step or jump to the top of your mat, forward fold. Lead from your center, inhale, lift up halfway, monkey posture. Get into your back body, find all of those back body muscles, and then exhale to refold. Stand up to mountain posture. Inhale, arms reach up overhead for high mountain posture. And exhale, connect your hands to your heart. All right, inhale, arms stretch up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Take the entire exhalation to fold in. Release your neck and your head last. Inhale, halfway, monkey posture. Step or jump back to your plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, open up into your own version on cobra or up dog. If you want to do that Spider-Man cobra again, you can. Peel the heart forward. Good. Exhale, return to your down dog. Once again, a few more breaths here. And notice that your body is now getting warmer, right? The breath is creating more heat, which is what we want to happen, right? And just take this time to actually feel what it feels like to have a body and feel what it feels like to be in this posture. Take 1 more full inhale. Send your exhale all the way down into the very deepest part of your belly. Gaze through to the top of your mat. Step or jump to your forward fold. Once you've arrived, inhale, lift up halfway. Create more space between the ribs and your hips. Reach your sit bones back. Draw the crown forward. And exhale to refold. Come back up to standing mountain posture. Inhale your arms up over your head. Maybe grow a little bit taller here than you normally would. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. All right, we'll move on to B. So inhale, arms stretch up to the sky. Exhale, let's take chair posture. So you can choose to take it a little bit higher, more in your upper back, right, your back body, or if you feel like you want to take it deeper into your legs, see if you can move into where your thigh bones feel like they're parallel. I like to goalpost my arms. Some of you may want to keep the arms extended above the head, right? Goalposting is really good just to find that neutral place. So from here, activate your toes. Pull your toes up away from the mat to strengthen the arches of your feet. And as you sit further back, on your next inhale, lift your sternum up even further towards this yellow wall that you're facing. Take 1 more deep breath in. And exhale, fold. Hips reach to the sky, crown of your head towards the earth.
Inhale, halfway monkey posture. Step or jump back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, open yourself up into either cobra or up dog. Draw up through the crown. And exhale, return back to downward facing dog. Using your lower belly muscles, inhale, your right leg stretches back behind you and up. Continue to pull yourself apart here. So as you ground down to the pads of your fingers, the thumbs, all the way to pinkies, reach out to the pads of your right set of toes, as though you literally want to reach your foot through your back window, whatever wall your foot is facing. Take a deep breath in. Listen here, keep your right leg elevated. Exhale, just transition to a three-legged plank pose. Now, if you feel like dropping your opposite knee, that is totally fine. If you want a little more intensity, keep your knee up off the mat. Take a deep breath in. Maybe that leg can flow up a little bit higher. And then exhale, draw your right knee underneath you towards your chest. Scoop out your belly and draw your nose to knee. Stay right here. Hug your upper arm bones in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, quietly step your right foot through between your hands. All right, so from here, lower your left knee down to the mat. Uncurl your back toes. Now, for some of you, double wrapping your mat is a good idea, right? If you're on a carpet, you might not need to do that, but do whatever feels good for you. And then from this place, bring your hands up to your right thigh. So instead of just sinking in and hoping for the best, right? Just grow tall out of it for a moment instead of leaning into it. And let's find a container for our hips. So squeeze your inner thighs. I like to imagine I have a steering wheel in front of me and I'm kind of squaring off my hips, right? And then squeezing. You can either keep your hands down on the thighs, or you can reach the arms up, or you can take goalpost arms. So take another inhale, see if you can open up a little more, and then as you exhale, see if you can just go a little bit deeper into the stretch. Like I said, we don't think of our hips as our core, but they absolutely are. Right? We have to find stabilization around them so that we can have a stronger center. Take one more inhale. See if you can just grow taller, open up more, stretching the abdominal muscles. Exhale, bring your hands down to your mat. Pick up your back knee and let that mat unfold, right? And then from here, come up into crescent lunge. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. Again, choose the arm position that you want, what feels the best for you. Squeeze your inner thighs. You can take that imaginary steering wheel, right? And draw your right sit bone back and your left hip forward. Hug your inner thighs. And for a little more intensity, bend your back knee even more to just add a little more body weight. Take one more deep breath in. Open up, reach your fingertips further back. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Inhale, either step or float your right leg back and continue your exhale as you lower down, chaturanga. If your foot is up, set it down. Inhale, open up, cobra or up dog, really peel your chest forward. And exhale, back to down dog. All right, so before we take the other side, let's take dolphin posture. So set it up on your knees is probably the ideal way to do it, unless you're just used to dolphin, right? Go ahead and just get into it. But come down to your forearms, shoulder distance apart. A good way to gauge if you're in the right place, grab your biceps. You can also place a block in between your inner forearms, or you can just lightly clasp your hands. Any way is fine. So once you've found where you need to be, pick up your knees. Lift your hips up. I want to broaden out the shoulders. Send your tailbone up, let your crown go, and maybe nod your head a little bit, yes, then no. You may start to shake. That is okay. That is your body telling you that you are alive. But check in with your shoulders and just make sure there's no rounding happening. So if that's happening, it might be a good sign that you've got to bend your knees a little more and send your sit bones further up. Take one more breath in dolphin. Stay in your dolphin as you exhale. Then from this place, inhale, lift up off the elbows, back to the hands, and exhale to down dog. All right, you guys have got this. Inhale, your left leg stretches back behind you and up. Stay here as you exhale to pull yourself further apart, like you're a warm piece of taffy, right? You're creating more length. And even feel like your spinal muscles are pulling your left leg further apart as your palms root firmly down into the mat. Take a deep breath in. Maybe your left leg can lift a little higher. Keep your left leg active. Exhale, transition into three-legged plank. Shoulders over wrists. Left leg is strong. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, curl everything in. Knee to chest. Hollow out your belly. Nose to knee. Stay here. Take one more inhale. Float your pelvis up a little higher. And exhale, step your left foot through. All right, lower your opposite knee back down to the mat. Set yourself up the way you need to, and then once you feel supported to do so, bring your hands up to the thigh. All right? You now want to take that steering wheel and just make sure you feel square. This time you want to pull your left sit bone back and hug your inner thighs towards midline. I like to extend my arms up, but you do you. You do what's best for you, okay? Breathing in. Even feel like you're reaching your breath to the armpits. Really feel that the upper rib cage is separating a little more from the lower rib cage. And your lower rib cage is separating more from your hip bones. Take one more inhale. Open up even further. Exhale, plant your hands. Use the ground to pick up your back knee. Crescent lunge. Inhale, lift your torso up off of your left thigh. And then exhale, maybe go a little bit deeper. Find some stillness. Drishti, fixate your gaze, that point of gaze, your drishti onto the spot on the ground in front of you or a part of your wall, something that you can focus on. Soften your gaze to keep the meditation going. Take one more inhale here. Open up to even more because I know you can. Exhale, hands plant to the mat. Really feel the ground here. Step or float your left leg back and continue to move through your vinyasa. And once you've arrived back to your downward facing dog, let's take another dolphin. So from your dolphin, we're going to add on, okay? So you'll tiptoe the toes in, and then from this place, inhale, your right leg reaches to the sky. Maybe you can transfer a little bit more up onto the left toes, or if you want to kick up and practice Pincha Mayurasana, you can. It's up to you. Play around with it. Really ground to the belly of the forearms and the palms. Take one more inhale or one more kick up, and then exhale, set your right foot down. Stay here. You've got this. Inhale, your left leg reaches up. Remember, your left leg is part of your spine. Imagine as though those spinal muscles are pulling your left foot further away from the crown. And maybe you want to practice kicking up, or maybe not. Feel the solid foundation. Feel you have a center helping you out here. Take one more breath. And then exhale, set your left toes down. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, come down onto your knees and exhale into child's pose. Feel your body really just be held again by the ground. Let go of the last few days, the last few hours, the last few moments. Let go of all the other postures we've already done. And have some compassion for where you are right now. If you're in some sort of negative narrative or you're not feeling strong, see if you can switch that. And see if you can feel your strength or feel how you are here and how you have dedicated yourself to tuning in and to taking care of your mind and your body. Fill up this space with your breath with compassion. And then exhale, drop into a deeper part of you, maybe that you haven't discovered yet. Core is all about discovering more parts of ourselves, tuning into a deeper part of our center. Inhale, come back up onto hands and knees. And exhale, you with me? Down dog. It's fun, smile while you're doing it. Take a deep breath into your downward facing dog. Exhale your breath all the way to empty. Gaze forward. Step or jump to your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen out halfway. And exhale to fold. From here, bend your knees, sit into your heels, and inhale, come up into chair posture. So, from chair pose, place your left hand down either to a block or to claw the earth. Send your pelvis further back. And inhale, rotate open to the right for a twist. Option is to keep the right arm reaching. You can tuck your fingertips behind to the top thigh, opposite of your opposite thigh, or you can clasp and take a bind. Just make sure your knees are level and even, and instead of collapsing the heart, keep the heart open. So you choose where you want to be. Feel those edges, breathe into them. Take one more inhale here, reveal more of yourself, and exhale, fold. All right, let's grab the elbows here and take rag doll. Maybe sway a little bit from side to side. Maybe nod your head yes and then no. Shift your weight further out of your heels and more into your toes. This is where your abdominals will kick in, the fronts of your legs, and it will also help the length through the hamstrings occur. Take one more deep breath in. And then exhale, release. Bring your fingertips back down and see if you can just guide yourself deeper into a fold. Catch onto your core, bend your knees, sit into your heels, and inhale into chair. Let's see if we can do the other side now. So exhale, place your right hand down between your feet, and inhale, open up to the opposite side. Again, tuck if you want to, bind if you want to. Remember, it's not about being perfect, so close your eyes, and instead of fixing your pose, I want you to find that you're more in this place where you want to align, right? You want to feel more energy. You want to feel more. Take another inhale and see if you can just open up your chest even more. See if the shoulders were stacked a little bit further. And then exhale, fold. All right, one of my favorite versions on forward fold is Padahastasana. This is where you turn the palms up, or gorilla pose. And you slide the pads of your fingertips underneath your toes. Your feet, give your palms of your hands a little bit of a massage. Let your neck go. Keep your knees bent so that your ribs touch your thighs. Every time you inhale, feel like your tailbone is reaching further up towards the sky. And every time you exhale, your crown is drawing deeper towards the earth. Give it a few more breaths here. Feel your belly expand into your thighs on your inhale. And on your exhale, hug everything back to your center. And let's do that interlock, that navel to spine. One more deep breath in. Exhale, send your breath all the way down into the pit of your belly. Pull your navel in and up. Slide your hands out from underneath your feet. And inhale, come up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Step or jump back to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Take it through a vinyasa. And meet up eventually in your downward facing dog. So once you get to your downward facing dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee and exhale, just twist open. Make sure that you aren't naturally dipping into the left shoulder. So press a little more to the right palm just to correct that. Float your right knee higher to get your hamstring to be involved. And just feel the fingertips press into the mat. Take one more inhale. Listen here. Exhale, your right knee this time crosses to touch the outer left part of your arm. Hold it here. Instead of re-extending back and up, listen, inhale just to three-legged plank. This makes it a little harder and takes out that momentum. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Touch your elbow if you can. Listen, continue to step your right foot to the outside of your mat. So you're going to rotate onto the outer edge of your foot. Open up onto the right palm and float your left arm up for fallen triangle. So lift your hips up, bring your shoulder blades together onto your back, and just take your gaze up. Feel like you're actually resting in your back body. Take one more inhale here, open up as much as you can. Now listen, exhale, place your left hand down, slide your shin and foot up behind your wrist for another hip pose, pigeon pose. This is where a block or books or a pillow comes handy. I like to slide my block underneath my hip that's slightly elevated off the ground, but you, again, do what feels best to you. If turning this over onto your back and doing a figure four version is better for you, then please do that. But once you've found your way, just start to crawl your hands out in front of you and just fold here. Let's take about 10 breaths into pigeon pose. Let your breath move into your heart to slow down your heartbeat. And your exhale drops down to the pit of your belly. I call it your second brain, right? Your gut health. And connect to this part of your body that a lot of times we do bypass, right? We'll always just believe what our thoughts are saying, and we'll bypass what our intuition is trying to tell us. Core work helps us to uncover more intuition and to be more in tune with that part of our body, our second brain, right? And to be able to trust that part of ourselves. Take 3 more breaths. See if you can go a little bit deeper, right? If you're holding yourself too much, right, in this defensive place, take 1 more deep breath in. Exhale your breath all the way down into the belly. And then from here, something a little bit different coming out of a pigeon pose. So your back toes, curl them under so that your back knee floats up off the mat. So if you have a block where I just had it, you'll have to remove it. And then inhale, slide your right foot out from underneath you and move into forearm plank. Crown of your head forward. All right, so if you want to add on, let's do some knee drops. So 1 knee at a time barely touches the ground. We're going to do 10. So we're on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold your plank for a few more breaths. Keep the crown forward as the heels draw back. Keep your hips elevated and tuck your sit bones. Unclench your jaw. Take 1 more inhale. And listen, on the exhale, come down to your knees first and then all the way down onto the belly. Reach the arms out in front of you now, palms down, forehead roots. Inhale, just lift your left arm and your right leg. Exhale, bend your right knee and see if you can reach around with your left hand and grab a hold of your right foot. Once you have your foot, inhale, lift your right arm, chest, and head. Exhale, kick your right foot into the palm of your left hand and your left foot lifts up off the mat. Now breathe so that you can eventually work both sides of your rib cage further up off the mat.
And as you're breathing, feel like you're literally toning your abdomen. You're giving your abs some breath, right? You're massaging your inner organs. Take 3 more breaths here. So instead of using your jaw, use your back. That's what they're there for. Your back muscles are here to help. Take 1 more inhale, and then exhale, release. All right, couple ways to come up. Either hands and knees, if you feel like it, or you can come up to your forearms again, or you can come with me and do the hardest way, right? So forehead down, hands frame mid-ribs, tuck your toes, knees flow up away from the mat. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale to chaturanga. Hold there. Inhale to high plank, and exhale back to down dog. There's room for a vinyasa if you feel like you want to add that. If not, just stay in your down dog. Send your sit bones further up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out your mouth. Let's do 1 more time. Deep breath in. Exhale out your mouth. Now inhale your left leg to the sky. Bend and twist. Again, be mindful if you're dipping into the right shoulder, right? The shoulder will take it on, but instead press a little bit more to the left palm. Keep your left foot active, toes spread. Inhale, lift the left knee higher. Listen, exhale, cross your left knee to right elbow and hold. Now inhale, just kick straight back behind you for 3-legged plank. Keep the crown reaching forward. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, hold. Continue to step your left foot to the outside of your mat. Rotate onto the left palm. And inhale, open up for fallen triangle. Just this version on Vashisthasana. Get your hips to lift, right? Because they're going to want to drop. Bring the shoulder blades together and just really reveal your heart forward. You guys sweating yet? Take a deep breath in, lift up, open up. Exhale, right hand comes down, and transition to pigeon from here. Block, if you want it. Use it. Slide it underneath your opposite hip, or even place it underneath your elbows. And start to slowly lower over your shin. Tuck your chin, relax your shoulders. Instead of thinking about the things in the world right now that are just creating anxiety or story or heightening the energy more than it needs to be right now, I want you to feel gratitude. Feel gratitude for the ground. Feel gratitude for your physicality. Feel gratitude for your friendships and your family, and for the things that you are learning during these tough times that you'll never get back once this is over, right? What can you appreciate and what can you find joy in right now? And find more compassion again, just resting more into the heart of yourself, into that part of your body that's hard to access, right? That deeper part of your core, your belly gets to relax right now, and spend some time there listening in on your intuition. Give it about 3 more breaths. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale your breath all the way down into your hips and allow yourself to explore deeper at this point. Just let go of more. And then just slide your block out if it's there. Put it to the side again. Come up onto the forearms, kind of like you're moving in a dolphin. Pick up your back knee and slide your left foot back out into forearm plank. Let's do 10 of those knee dips. So go ahead and start with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your crown reaching forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold this core forearm posture for 3 more breaths. You don't need to panic. Breathe through the shakiness. Breathe through the discomfort. Breathe through this wave. You're going to make it. Take 1 more inhale. And then exhale, lower your knees and come all the way down onto your belly. Same as the other side. We usually have one better side than the other. So you might be a little bit more flexible on this side. But reach your palms out in front of you, face down on your forehead roots. Inhale, lift your right arm and your left leg this time. Exhale, bend your left knee, reach around with your right hand and grab a hold of the foot. Once you have it, inhale, lift your left arm, chest and head. Exhale, kick back into your right palm and float your right foot up off the mat. Again, let go of any judgment you have, right? Just close your eyes and rest in your heart a little more as you feel your back body muscles doing the work. Feel the energies reaching out of your left fingertips and your right set of toes in these 2 different directions. Take 1 more inhale and exhale, gently release out of it. All right, prepare yourself to how you want to come back up. So you can come up with me or do any other way of choice. Hands frame mid-ribs. Stand up onto your toes, fire up your knees away from the mat. Take a deep breath in. Using your innermost body strength, exhale, press up to chaturanga. Crown forward, heels back. And then all the way up to plank. And exhale back. To your down dog. I'm sweaty, you guys. I've never really taken my own practice before. All right. Send your sit bones up, reach the crown of your head forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, send your breath all the way down into the pit of your belly. Gaze forward. This time come through to have a seat at the top of your mat. We will take boat pose. So, core is not just your abdominal wall. It is from the tailbone to the crown, right? We think of it as just this part of our body, but it's really the tailbone to the crown. So we want to really find that entire length in our spine here. You can start with just this way if you want, with your heels down, or you can pick your heels up and keep your hands behind your knees. Just make sure there's no rounding in the back. Or reach forward, which is my favorite way. Or if you're feeling really strong today, reach your arms up above your head. And let's take some breaths. It's easy for the back to round here, right? It just creeps up on you, so you got to check in with your spine a lot. Shins are parallel. Take a deep inhale. Let's add actually some twist to this. Exhale, reach to the right as your legs move to the left. And then inhale, come back center. Exhale, go to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Keep the spine lengthened. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. You can do it. I know you're starting to feel it. More and more. You can do it. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. 1 more each side. Exhale. See if you can wring out a little deeper. Inhale. And exhale. Woo! Inhale, come back center. Listen. Exhale, lower your feet and your hands behind you. We will take tabletop. So hands pressing the mat. Inhale, lift up your pelvis. Instead of collapsing your neck, tuck your chin and slightly pull it back. This helps protect your voice box and your cervical spine, keeps it healthy. Thigh bones lifted. If you're feeling like you want to come with me for a little added intensity, root down through your left foot and inhale your right leg forward parallel. If you want to add a little more, you can drop your heel and lift it back up. Drop your heel, lift it back up. 1 more time. Lift it back up and exhale, lower. Keep your spine in integrity by keeping the hips lifted. Other side. Left leg shoots out in front of you. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We're really tuning into those lower abdominal wall. Transverse abdominis. Lower and lift and set it down. Stay here. Stay here. Open the fronts of your shoulders. Bring the shoulder blades together onto your back. And please breathe. Inhale, belly, ribs, and chest. Stay here. Exhale, zip up your spine even more, hugging everything back to your center. One more time. And exhale, lower your hips. Now, we're not done. Recline back onto your elbows. We're almost to the ground. All right, float your legs up. Bend the knees. Take an inhale, lift your heart like there's a string attached to the sternum and someone's tugging on it. Inhale, and then exhale for 8, lowering your legs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Stay here on your inhale. Exhale, lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Maybe you can straighten your legs a little more. Take an inhale. One more time. Exhale, lower for 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep your heart open. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Stay here. Take an inhale. Abdominals are shaking like crazy. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5. Bringing your legs closer. 3, 2, hold, straighten your legs. Oh my gosh. And exhale, lower your feet. All right. Slide your elbows out and lie down. You made it to the ground. And you brought stronger abdominals with you. So, bring your knees in and give yourself a little hug. And just rock from side to side. Massage out your lower back. So let's do a bridge pose. So your feet, bring them down hip distance, knees stay bent. Arms come down along your sides. So from here, as your feet are rooted and your palms ground into the back of your arms as well, into the earth, inhale, when you're ready, just peel your hips and spine line away from the earth. Eventually, you're going to slide the shoulder blades underneath you. You may want to clasp your hands. You may want to robot your arms, but check in with your neck. Tilt your chin up and press the back of your head into the mat. And I want you to take 5 to 7 belly breaths here. So as much as we need to strengthen our abdominals, we also need to stretch those abdominal muscles. This helps for better energy flow, a better mood, right? Less anxiousness that gets stored in our gut. So breathe in big belly breaths. Keep your thigh bones floating up as your feet root down. Two to three more breaths. One more breath. Open up to as much as you can. And on your exhale, gently release your shoulders out. Lower your spine back down very slowly. When your hips have touched down, inhale your knees back in and give yourself a little hug. Right now is a good time to do one more abdominal exercise. I know you thought you were done. One more, because after bridge we can strengthen around the spine again, just to neutralize everything. So keep your knees over your hips, bent at 90 degrees. Clasp your hands, create that hammock-like shape with your hands, and place it behind your neck. Cradle your head. Inhale, lift your shoulders and head. Exhale, draw your knees to elbows, elbows to knees. Pull your navel down and curl your sit bones up. Inhale, keep yourself where you are. See if you can lift a little higher. Exhale, hug, elbows to knees to elbows. Pull your navel down, curl your sit bones up. 2 more. Inhale, lift up the backs of your ribs. Exhale, hug, elbows to knees to elbows. Navel down, curl your sit bones up.
One more time. The biggest breath you can. Inhale, lift up, touch your elbows, elbows to knees. Pull your navel down, curl your sit bones up, and gently inhale, release. All right, you're done with the abdominal work. Let's go ahead and move into a spinal twist lying down. Please choose your own twist of choice. You can keep your knees stacked. You could do eagle legs. Shoulders rest so. Close your eyes. Once again, feel the ground. Feel your heart open more. And then inhale your knees back up. And then exhale, twist them to the other side. If there's still parts of you that you're not letting relax, check in and just see if you can give that part of you permission to let go. You worked hard today, you guys. Inhale, lift your knees back up. Happy baby pose. So the supine malasana squat pose. You can grab the outer feet. You could take the first two fingers and grab your big toes. Draw your knees down towards your armpits as you flex your feet energetically up towards the sky. And then just do your best to use your abdominals to draw your tailbone closer towards the ground. You'll still keep that natural curve to your pelvis, but just keep the lumbar moving towards the earth. Unclench your jaw, keep your eyes closed and your head relaxed. Take one more breath. And then as you exhale, just help your knees back in, lower your feet, and let's just, before we take Shavasana, pull or peel your knees open and press the soles of your feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana, this lying down butterfly posture. And let's have a more physical, intimate connection with our breath. Place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Inhale into your belly and hold. Move your breath all the way to your heart. Hold. And exhale down, out your tailbone. Inhale only to your belly and hold. All the way up into your chest. Hold. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, belly and hold. All the way up into your chest. And exhale, let it go. One more time. Inhale to belly, chest, and exhale, let it go. At this point, just go ahead and stretch your legs out, finding a comfortable lying down position. If you feel like meditating in a seated position, that's also fine. If you feel like sliding a blanket or a pillow under your knees or under your head or your heart, that can be very therapeutic. But surrender, meaning just relax. Check in with yourself, scan the body one last time and see if there's any part of you still hanging on. And give that part of you compassion and permission to rest alone with the rest of your body. Let go to be well in gratitude and in compassion. Aligning with your higher self today for these last few final moments of our practice together.
Take a deep breath in, like a wave, soft wave moving into the shore. And exhale, release. A couple more breaths like that. When you feel ready, go ahead and just, as you have awareness of the ground, turn off to whatever side of choice feels most natural to you, most comforting. And take a breath into your back. Exhaling into your heart and into your belly. And then lead your way back up to your seat. Finding your comfortable cross-legged position. And take a big inhale and stretch your arms up to the sky. Meet your hands together. Exhale to your heart. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please leave a comment. Tell your friends about 21st Yoga's YouTube channel. It's been a lifesaver for me. I've been practicing daily because of it. So just watch for more online videos from our team. I want you to stay safe out there, stay healthy. Go ahead and just follow us even on Facebook for more information and subscribe to our YouTube. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I wish you all just health and happiness and joy in these hard times. We'll see you soon. Namaste.